Heritage Day to have a chat about a recent campaign they had for a bus shelter. So, Seamus, can you tell me a bit where the bus stop was and what kind of problem you had?
Yeah, sure. The bus stop was on High Road. It's next to the bus and train station in Limerick. The problem was, until recently, there was no shelter, which made it kind of very hard for the weather, when the weather is bad and the elements, so when it rains and then when it's cold and things like that.
So what impact?
So the impact was bad enough because it wasn't just impacting us, but the public as well. But it's a bus service from the station to here, for the service users here to come in. And just, if it was raining, you could come in damp and wet and it impacted around in here when I was trying to work, and we could get sick, and it just wasn't good overall.
Okay. Tanika, can you tell me what kind of change did you want to see?
We erected for like a bus shelter that we needed immediately.
Okay. And what approach did you take? Did you get help?
We spoke to the RO and the student committee, and they helped us to get a campaign for a bus shelter.
Very good. Did you get help from anyone else?
Well, we spoke to the Bus Éireann and the National Transport authorities, and we spoke to 40 councillors and TDs, and we spoke then with Sarah Kiley, and she helped us with the campaign for the bus shelter.
Very good. Michael, did you do some research? Did you find information that was particularly useful?
Yeah, I suppose we collated information as the campaign went on, and we gathered information from the various stakeholders, transport providers, fellow LAC members, and various disability groups on Facebook. We also found the use of proper terminology, and we collated information regarding proper provision for people in Ireland with disabilities, and we found this within the United Nations Convention.
Very good. So what was your goal?
Our goal was to get a seated bus shelter in Hyde Road outside the post office before Christmas 2022.
Okay. Did you have an action plan?
Yes, we had an action plan. I suppose we took a step-by-step approach, so we shared out all the tasks among the members of the LAC, and at various points throughout the campaign we regrouped, briefed and debriefed, and this allowed us to help anybody within the group that was struggling with a task, so we could all help with it.
Very good. So who were the decision makers?
The decision makers were the National Transport Authority, primarily, and Limerick City County Council.
And how did you influence them?
We influenced them with a mass emailing campaign.
Okay. And what kind of response did you get?
At the start, we met hesitancy. We felt that nobody wanted to take responsibility or listen to our plight. We experienced pass the parcel syndrome. However, it started to gain traction after that and move forward.
So did you get a positive outcome?
Yes, we got a positive outcome. After many months' work, we were notified that the proposal we had put forward was going to be carried out, and a bus shelter was going to be erected before December 2022.
Excellent. So if you met someone today and wanted to take on a similar campaign, what advice would you have for them?
I suppose number one in my suggestion would be to build a team like we had, and we formed our team within the LAC group. It can be a tedious operation really to advocate for something and get it. One can feel deflated, but I would suggest, and as all we would in the LAC suggests as well, take a break, don't give up. You'll be able to view it from a different angle or a very different viewpoint, and respect everyone you meet through the process and the journey, because you don't know the day you'll